If you look straight up, you'll see the hotel where I took those pictures for the blog yesterday. I'm way up top, about 13 floors from the bottom, but it's a 70-story building, the Renaissance Center, which did serve one time as the police headquarters in the movie RoboCop. Right now, it's where General Motors makes its home. Let's walk on down to Comerica Park. It's going to take us about 15 minutes, and we'll see some people along the way. Coming up on a section of town known as Greek Town. A lot of restaurants and shops here. It's a fairly sizable area of a few square blocks. That restaurant down there, Fishbones, is pretty good. It's been around a long time. Said it's an older city. A lot of the buildings tend to be 50 years old or older. There's not much new construction to be found downtown. This place is a little safer to walk through during the daytime. At night, it's not always such a thrill walking back to the hotel. There's the football stadium coming up on the right. This is an industrial city, as I may have mentioned earlier. Off in the distance, you'll see a lot of housing projects. Not as many right downtown. The city is known for its music. It's where Motown was founded, and there's a lot of famous jazz theaters and nightclubs in the area. You have Ford Field, where the Seahawks unfortunately lost the Super Bowl. And then over here you have Comerica Park, the relatively new home of the Detroit Tigers. Rounding the corner here to get to the press gate. If you look off in the distance here, you'll see more housing projects. You know, a lot of times when they build new ballparks, the sports that build them like to tell you that they're helping the communities and they're regentrifying the area. That may be true for a couple of square blocks, but a lot of times the areas remain the same. We're down in the dugouts here at Comerica Park. As I mentioned to you yesterday on the blog, these are probably the biggest dugouts in all of Major League Baseball. Probably big enough to play a small-sized hockey game in here if you actually liked hockey, which I know a lot of you don't. But you can see there's plenty of room to move around. They even have these benches up front here where coaches and players can watch the game up close and not have to actually always get up from their dugout seat and walk 10 yards to actually lean over and see what's going on. We're down in the concourse area. If you walk around here, there's some displays of Detroit Tiger history where fans can come and look at some of the more colorful history. This is one of the older franchises in baseball, so there's an awful lot that they can show fans. And they do take the opportunity to do it. As we walk along the concourse here, you'll see even on the vending booths they have pictures of some of the team's all-time greats. Along the concourse here, as we walk towards the outfield, you have something called the Big Cat Court, which is actually a little mini Ferris wheel merry-go-round that they run for fans here. It's a very popular attraction. This is one way to watch batting practice. If you lean over this railing here, you can actually watch pitchers warming up in the bullpen. You have a great view if you're a fan, especially if you're sitting in these bleacher seats right here where the ushers are walking. Right on down here, just beneath the scoreboard, you have a bunch of statues, tributes to the all-time great Detroit Tigers players. You have Al Kaline here, the very first one we'll see. Then over here next to him, there's Hal Newhouser. And further on down the line. Of course, no Detroit Tigers visit would be complete without a statue, without visiting a statue that pays tribute to Ty Cobb, the Georgia Peach. Tell you what, the Mariners could use a player with Ty Cobb's kind of hustle these days. Anyway, that completes our tour of Comerica Park. I got to go down and talk to John McLaren right now. So I hope you enjoyed it. I got to say, this is one of the nicer buildings to be found in this neighborhood. I don't think I'm going out on a limb by saying that.